Hello, I want to tell the public about a lady by the name of Kerrie Hawkins in New South Wales. And please forgive me, Kerrie, if I get any of these details wrong. Kerrie was assaulted by citizen Sue Batty in 1996. She was raped by, Kerrie Hawkins was raped by a New South Wales police officer in 1996. I'm not sure when the original assault by the citizen occurred. She made a complaint to the Goulburn, New South Wales police, and she wrote letters to various government men in New South Wales, all who failed her, including John Howard's office. She was raped in 1996 by a policeman called Senior Constable Tim Hill, who worked for the Customer Assistance Unit in New South Wales, which is the Police Internal Affairs. So when she made her complaint about the citizen's assault, the New South Wales Police, as I understand, I think she also made written complaints about childhood sexual abuse. The New South Wales Goulburn Police did not investigate. In effect, the New South Wales Goulburn Police wouldn't investigate her complaint about a citizen assault. It was actually a woman who assaulted her. So it went to the Police Integrity Commission, Police Internal Affairs, Customer Assistance Unit, and the police officer who came out, who was supposed to be investigating the Goulburn Police for their perversion of the course of justice, he came out and he raped her in her own home, and he did it twice in one day. His name's Tim Hill. Kerrie reported this horrific crime to various government agencies in New South Wales, including the New South Wales Ombudsman, the Police Integrity Commission, the New South Wales Commissioner of Police, and also John Howard's office. None of them helped her. She's got excellent documentation evidence from these officers that they basically refused to investigate, or did investigate, or really failed her. There still hasn't been a proper investigation. The rapist stalked her and taunted her after the event, and the Goulburn, New South Wales Police also allowed that to occur. The local politician Prue Howard in New South Wales did nothing to help her. The police minister did nothing to help her. The Sergeant Ken Gordon from the Customer Assistance Unit, which is in Sydney, Police Internal Affairs, which is where the rapist was from, covered up her evidence and covered up the investigation. The police officers in Goulburn, New South Wales, who facilitated the rape of Kerrie Hawkins by Tim Hill, names are Senior Constable Sam Murray and Sergeant Ken Lockyer. So a lot of government men involved in the rape of this New South Wales woman, and or in addition, furthermore, covering up or failing to investigate, making excuses, covering up evidence, failing to investigate, failing to act, failing to do anything. It's absolutely disgusting. This is a horrific case which potentially, makes me think. There are other cases as well in the High Court writ that I filed. It's a 42-page writ of summons that I filed in the High Court, and accompanying that summons is 97 pages documentation evidence, as well as 2 appendixes, submissions that were filed in the West Australian Supreme Court. I included 4 documents, Kerrie Hawkins' evidence of documents provided. She's got a Facebook page, a personal one, and a group Facebook called Justice for Kerrie Hawkins. If Australian people can go along and have a look at the documentary evidence that she has, excellent evidence, and Kerrie, you need to keep your documents in a safe external hard drive as well. She was also threatened by the New South Wales Goulburn Police, who put notes in her letterbox with bullets, and the note said that people who make complaints about police don't live very long. That's what the note said. We put in her letterbox with bullets, gun bullets. So this is a massively serious problem. And there's also a case of a rape of a child from Goulburn, New South Police. But in this writ, I included about 10 cases of government men raping Australian women or children. One in Mackay, Queensland, 2 police officers raped a woman in custody. There were 38 witnesses. Absolutely horrific. So my view is that, excuse me, my view is that men, political and government men, shouldn't be working in the government, that men are no longer morally fit to be politicians, and they're certainly not morally fit to be police officers either. That only women should be police officers. In fact, women should have gun rights throughout the whole world, because the treatment of women is horrific, and I'm going to do another video called Women's Rights, and I'll talk about the more serious issues to do with the treatment of women, not just in Australia but throughout the world. So here's a stat det made by Kerrie that was sent to the New South Wales Ombudsman, and it was sent to also a letter here. That's from the Ombudsman. That's a stat det that she made, and this is another piece of correspondence that she made to the New South Wales Ombudsman. She reported this crime to many government organisations. A letter from the Acting Director Intelligence and Executive Services, Peter Barnett, in New South Wales. The Commission has decided not to investigate your complaints. She wrote to them on the 11th of June 1998, the 3rd of August 1998, the 8th of September 2000, 28th of May 2002, 28th of November 2003, 23rd of December 2003. So she was raped by a New South Wales policeman, and this man is also guilty, taking no action. I take this final opportunity to remind you that the Commission is taking no further action in this matter. 16th of January 2004. This letter's from John Howard's office, Peter Conran, proving that they did nothing. They referred it to the New South Wales Ombudsman, a few other agencies, but no investigation, no action, nothing. There's a whole lot of other documents. There's another letter too from John Howard's office that's dated the 29th of December 2002. There's another letter written by a government man from his office proving that they did nothing. There's also letters on her group that she reported it in writing to a whole variety of government agencies, the New South Wales Commissioner of Police and the Police Integrity Commission. There's other letters there proving that these government men did nothing to investigate, nothing to help her, nothing to bring the rapists to justice. They're just as guilty in my view. It's absolutely disgusting, and they should not be working in the government at all. So I wish you all the best, Kerrie, and my commitment to you is to continue to work with you until there's justice for you, and that will be a long fight, but the fact is this has happened to other Australian women as well, and yeah, absolutely horrific, and I pray that you will continue to get stronger and stronger and get more support throughout the nation, and that we will get justice, and I won't stop fighting with you until there is justice for you. Thank you.